Welcome back everyone, you're watching Trending Update USA, and I am Steffan. Today we bring you a massive tennis showdown that has the entire sporting world buzzing as the United Cup 2026 semifinals deliver a true blockbuster, with Team USA facing Team Poland in a clash headlined by two of the biggest stars in the modern game, Coco Gauff and Iga Swiatek. This is not just another tie, this is a collision of pride, momentum, rivalry, and contrasting styles that perfectly captures why the United Cup has quickly become one of the most exciting events on the global tennis calendar. As the tournament reaches its business end, the atmosphere surrounding this semi-final is electric. Fans from both nations have packed the stands, knowing they are about to witness elite tennis under immense pressure. The United Cup has always been about more than individual glory. It is about representing your country, feeding off your teammates' energy, and delivering when every point feels heavier than the last. In 2026, that pressure reaches its peak as USA and Poland battle for a place in the final, with Coco Gauff and Iga Swiatek once again at the center of the tennis universe. For Team USA, this semifinal represents a statement opportunity. American tennis has been riding a powerful wave of confidence, built on youth, athleticism, and an unshakable belief that this generation can dominate the sport for years to come. Coco Gauff embodies that belief. Still only in her early 20s, Gauff has already evolved from a prodigy into a complete competitor, capable of adjusting her game on the fly and thriving in the most hostile environments. Her journey to this United Cup semi-final has been marked by maturity, composure, and a growing sense of leadership that has inspired her teammates. Gauff's performances throughout the tournament have been a reminder of just how far her game has come. Her serve has looked more reliable, her forehand more aggressive, and her court coverage as breathtaking as ever. What stands out most, however, is her mental strength. In previous seasons, Gauff sometimes struggled when matches became tight, but at this United Cup she has embraced those moments, leaning into the pressure rather than shrinking from it. For Team USA, she is not just their top singles weapon, she is the emotional engine that keeps the entire squad locked in. Across the net stands Iga Swiatek, the undisputed leader of Team Poland and one of the most dominant players of her era. Swiatek arrives at this semi-final carrying both expectation and responsibility. For Poland, she is the cornerstone of their United Cup ambitions. Every time she steps onto the court, there is a sense that something inevitable is about to happen. Her heavy topspin forehand, relentless movement, and tactical discipline have dismantled opponents throughout the tournament, and her body language suggests a player fully in control of her mission. Swiatek's relationship with team events has grown stronger over the years. Early in her career, she was often viewed as a quiet superstar, leading by example rather than words. Now, at the United Cup, she has embraced her role as Poland's emotional leader. She celebrates points with visible intensity, communicates constantly with her teammates, and feeds off the collective energy in a way that makes her even more dangerous. For Poland, this semi-final is a chance to prove that they are not a one-player team, but there is no denying that everything begins and ends with Swiatek. The Coco Gauff vs Iga Swiatek rivalry adds an extra layer of intrigue to this semi-final. Their head-to-head history has been one-sided at times, but recent meetings have shown a narrowing gap. Gauff has learned from every loss, gradually finding ways to disrupt Swiatek's rhythm and impose her own athleticism. Each match between them feels like a chapter in a long-term story, one where adjustments, confidence, and belief play as big a role as raw talent. From a tactical standpoint, this matchup is fascinating. Swiatek thrives when she can dictate rallies with her forehand, pulling opponents wide and opening up the court. Gauff's challenge will be to absorb that pressure, use her speed to extend points, and look for opportunities to counterpunch. Her backhand, one of the best in the game, could be a key weapon in redirecting Swiatek's pace. At the same time, Gauff's willingness to move forward and finish points at the net may prove crucial if she wants to avoid getting trapped in endless baseline exchanges. Beyond the headline singles match, this semi-final is a true team battle. The United Cup format means that every match matters, and depth can often decide the outcome. Team USA enters the tie with confidence in their supporting cast, knowing that their players have shown resilience and adaptability throughout the tournament. The Americans have built momentum through gritty wins, clutch performances, and a sense of unity that has been visible from the bench to the baseline. Poland, meanwhile, has impressed with their discipline and tactical clarity. They may not always overpower opponents, but they execute their game plans with precision. Their doubles combinations have been particularly effective, and in a semi-final where margins are razor-thin, those doubles points could swing the entire tie. For Poland, the key will be to stay competitive in every match and give Swiatek the platform she needs to deliver in the biggest moments. The crowd plays a huge role in a United Cup semifinal, and this USA vs Poland clash is no exception. American fans bring energy, noise, and belief, turning every big point into a mini celebration. Polish supporters respond with passion and pride, creating an atmosphere that feels more like a football match than a traditional tennis event. Players have spoken throughout the tournament about how the team environment elevates their performance, and in this semi-final, that emotional intensity will be impossible to ignore. For Coco Gauff, this match represents another step in her evolution as a global star. She has already achieved more than many players do in a lifetime, but moments like this define legacies. Leading Team USA in a United Cup semi-final against a rival like Poland is exactly the kind of challenge that sharpens champions. A strong performance here would not only boost her confidence for the rest of the season, but also reinforce her status as the face of American tennis. For Iga Swiatek, the stakes are equally high. As the world's top player for much of recent history, expectations follow her everywhere. Team events offer a different kind of pressure, one where personal excellence must translate into collective success. Guiding Poland to a United Cup final would be another significant achievement in her already glittering career, and a reminder that her dominance extends beyond individual tournaments. As the semi-final unfolds, momentum could swing rapidly. A tight opening set, a dramatic tiebreak, or a surprise result in one of the supporting matches could change the entire complexion of the tie. That unpredictability is what makes the United Cup so compelling. Every player knows that a single moment of brilliance, or a single lapse in concentration, can echo through the entire team. What makes this USA vs Poland semi-final truly special is the sense that it represents the present and future of women's tennis. Coco Gauff and Iga Swiatek are not just stars, they are standard-bearers for a new era defined by athleticism, professionalism, and global appeal. Their presence on opposite sides of the net symbolizes the competitive depth of the sport and the exciting battles that lie ahead. As fans around the world tune in, they are not just watching a tennis match, they are witnessing a story unfold. A story of rivalry, national pride, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Whether it is Gauff's explosive athleticism or Swiatek's clinical precision that ultimately prevails, one thing is certain. This United Cup 2026 semi-final will be remembered as a defining moment in the tournament's history. In the end, only one team will advance to the final, but both USA and Poland arrive at this semi-final knowing they have already showcased the very best of team tennis. The stage is set, the stakes are sky-high, and all eyes are on Coco Gauff and Iga Swiatek as they headline a blockbuster clash that promises drama, intensity, and world-class tennis from the first ball to the last. Stay with us here on Trending Update USA for full coverage, analysis, and reaction as the United Cup 2026 semi-finals deliver another unforgettable chapter in the ever-evolving story of international tennis.